All right. Well, I'm trying to do something a little bit different here. And so I figure that some of the best ways to learn how to play through some Civ is just to play some Civ and talk through all your decisions. And so I've already played a couple of games. I've got me a military victory. I got me an economic victory. But we are going to go on and try on, try the next game that we got here that I'm going to go for. Um, I keep on hearing that Catherine is S tier. So we are going to do a Catherine playthrough, and we're gonna see how this shit goes. Now that I kind of got a better understanding of like what she's going. Mementos. I don't really have a lot of these unlocked, so let me see what we got here. Okay, that's actually pretty good. We could do the initial scientific point attribute point because which is actually pretty good. Okay, the 200 gold to start in age. I mean, that will at least guarantee that we would be able to purchase something or get our city online early. Or we're definitely gonna take the science one. Ooh. Or we could search. Man, I almost kind of want to do the search for the deals, here too. Um, I think just because of how hard it is to be able to get goals to get to our second city, we're gonna go with that. We're gonna go with these for our mementos. Obviously, you can change them.
Будем же править силой личности, страстью, а не посредством бескровной системы.
I just think Greece is going to be the natural choice here because we're going to always make sure that we have culture. What's the other one? They picked Rome as the other. Mm. It's gonna be one of these two. Let's go. I think my last game I did, I actually started out with this. Then we can get to Russia. Yeah, we might go. We'll probably go with the Hoplite with Greece. All right, before I get started, I'm gonna run and get me something to drink real quick, and then we will get going. Hold on one second. Let's see how we want to do this. We played on. We're gonna play on Deity. All right. All right. I think it's a good setup. All right.
The people gather together, debating music and politics, poetry and law, envisaging how to build a Greece that will last for ages.
Alrighty, so let's go ahead. We're gonna turn on our yields here. I feel like our hold up, what's our graphic settings set on? Okay, we are on 1440. It just doesn't feel like it's 1440. Alright. Alright, so here we go. Our settler lens. So we're pretty much in a good spot right here. We'll be on water, right? Or do we move one over on this tile? Let's see. Then that way we can avoid the flood risk on this one. That probably would be the better one. Move over one and then settle. I think that's what we're going to do. Just to avoid us having some issues early on in the game. I know it's not really looked upon. But look at those automatic yields here. I know I lost a turn doing that, but that's okay.
The radiance.
So like I said, we're gonna take these first 30 turns. Oh yeah, I forgot. We use our one little scientific point, so go ahead and get that early science. We'll probably again. I think the key to this game is that I think you got to make sure that you're making decisions. There's no right decision in the game. Like there's a correct decision all the time. Every game is a little more dynamic in how you're going to approach this. So, all right, so we got our guy here. We're gonna. It looks like since we're tundra, we know that we're kind of more towards like the top of the map. I mean, typically it's a starting area. So we're gonna take our dude, and we're just gonna kind of go more south. Ooh, we already got a goody hut. So I'm not gonna worry about these two little goody huts. I'm gonna let my second scout take care of that. And of course, we're gonna go ahead and take that sugar because that's good. So we got jade. It's gonna be a lot of production. Yeah, this bias is gonna be real nice. I mean, look at this. I mean, and look at what we got surrounding us here. Damn. Okay. Technology. We're going to try to rush into the library. Which like this for writing. It looks like we just need. It doesn't really do a good job of telling you, so we're gonna need pottery in that. Pottery is gonna work our mines on our quarries, which it looks like woodcutter, 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 woodcutter. So, it's probably gonna have to be animal husbandry for us here to get that. So we'll go ahead and roll with the because the early library would be nice, but we gotta be able to take care. I mean, we have nothing to take advantage of pottery, so we're just gonna go ahead and hit the animal husbandry. We'll do a second scout in this one. And we will just keep it moving. Second scout, we'll go ahead and take the goody hut. And like I said, we're just gonna work this way. Yeah, okay. So definite edge of the map. All right. Not really how I like to start that out, but that's okay. Let's go ahead and let him do that. We're gonna grow our city. Well, here, where are we trying to grow to? So, I think we want to go ahead and grab this tundra. Anything that'll help us get more production down quicker. So we're gonna go ahead and do this so we can grab this jade. Plus, it's a food tile, so can't get mad at that. Second scouts. Of course, a granary, warehouse food, or warehouse building. We're just gonna keep it simple. We got resources here and resources here. That's where we're probably gonna want to build any of our immediate production style buildings on. So we're not gonna really worry about building it on these. We want to leave these two adjacent tiles going. So we really don't have a lot of choice here. So we're just gonna build you on right here. Our poor scout that we had already sent into the wrong direction. A little bit of waste, but we'll see what our guy moves over here for us for. We could also be, this kind of suggests that maybe, okay, so we're at the bottom part of the map, not the top part of the map. So I guess that's very wrong. Okay. So we already lost some of our some of the goods. Gypsum resource, or do we want to get culture? Hell yeah, let's go ahead and take the culture really early. Like I said, we're just gonna go ahead and try to rush our way up towards this. Let's see if we can't get. We're just gonna go. Yeah. Okay. So we definitely guessed wrong. So we can already assume that we're gonna have some sort of whatchamacallit over here. So we've already. So we're not really getting a good idea where we want to settle.
I protect thee with this, the caged bird.
All right. One policy card. Do we want the production in science or 2 culture on the tiles? The production right now is going to be the better thing here. We got a narrative. I think I'd rather just take the immediate 50 gold, to be honest with you. And then 75 gold. Shit. Well, this could help us rush to something. Hold up. Let's pick our civic first. Do we want to get the Greek one? So we could do this so we can get our unique stuff, or we can go and get our Pantheon and rush the Pantheon. So I think most people, they want to do that, get the mythicism, get the Pantheon, and that kind of stuff. So I do think that's what we're going to go for. So we're going to go ahead, hit up mythicism. We get a free army commander here. So yeah, but we're going to go here. Then we're going to take this culture. Look at that, knock off 3 turns there. Technology-wise, so we already checked that off. I mean, we're going to have to get all these anyway. So, but anyway, we'll just go ahead and hit up on this. And then we'll go into writing. I just think having lots of growth really fast and be able to grow and expand, because I think that's there's just power in growth. So we're just gonna go ahead and take that. Shit. We're just gonna keep on pushing that way, hopefully, and just see what we get. Yeah. That was kind of a shitty thing there. So all right, so she does have bias towards like tundra tiles and stuff like that, and so she can be on tundra. So I already am kind of feeling that we could already maybe build another city down here, um, settle out somewhere over here in this area, because you know tundra tiles is her thing. Um, let's see. We want to go ahead. This is also pretty good up here. Ooh, horses. So we definitely want to get nab horses. Yeah, we may have to go ahead and try to settle out here next. We'll see what this. So like I said, by turn 30, like I said, that's kind of where we want to already be, where we're going to be. Or already think about that second town and already claiming what our next area is going to be. So, all right. So we are going to go for this, though. Let's see. That's, yeah, we'll go ahead and, well, or we can go ahead and take that food so we can grow a little bit of production tiles. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take that. The gold towards units is going to be kind of nice. It will be worth it. We will grab it and we will go. Okay, so these guys are culture. And so I kind of want to go ahead and try to be friendly with as many of these city states as we can. So we could befriend him and then just get that ISO culture boost, and that might be the direction that we go. Like I want to try, since we're a deity, I do want to try to avoid as much violence as I can. Let's see, 45 science. Ooh, that'd be a good jump. So I think we are going to take the science so we can jump ahead. Shit. Probably better to see what's up this way. Hopefully they don't fuck with me. Alright. Alright, so we kind of already figured that out. Cool. Okay, we got another scout here. It's gonna be fucking lame.
All are made of clay.
Okay, so still, alright, cool. So we know somebody else is over here. I think we're just gonna go ahead and befriend them so we can get their bonus. I think that's okay. And we're gonna rush the library, just kind of like our original OG plan was. We can't really go anywhere yet. Fuck. I think we're fine here. Well, fuck it. Ah, okay. So we want to see some of these resources anyway. Ooh. So we could also settle over here kind of near the mountains too as well. Okay, good thing we're befriending those guys, because now this could have been a good... fuck. That kind of fucked it up already. Oh well. We'll figure it out. Because now I'm starting to see city potential. So we got... This is actually, honestly, pretty safe as far as taking anybody settling it. So we want to try to either grab... We got iron over here. Ooh, so... And there's water right here. So we may have to settle. We may have to go over here to settle. We'll see. Alright, so they're figuring out where we are. Do we want to go settler? We'll go ahead and build the next settler. And then we will produce the saw pit, because you can't really purchase anything right now, could you? We could purchase, make that as a purchase. But we want to be able to upgrade our city, so we're not going to waste our gold. We're going to go ahead. The production's too good. Okay. Screw it. We're going to go ahead and settle it. I want to go ahead and get that, I want to go ahead and get the goods before they take it. So, all right. like I said, I'm going to take the 45 here. Even though, let's see, how close are we to a celebration? Oh, so we're only like 45 to the celebration. Because then we can just get a shitload of food and we can just grow and expand our city, get a little bit faster and stuff like that. I think I'm going to take the happiness here. I'm probably going to regret it. I kind of want to rush that Pantheon, but that's okay. Alright, so I think we are going to settle, like, over here somewhere. Probably along where these mountains are. Alright. Towards purchasing gold. Let's get that gypsum, because gypsum is good. I think gypsum is pretty good. Gypsum's going to be good this early on in the game. We did get that. Now, so this is where another big dilemma is, where we're looking at, do we want to rush and just kind of grow? We do want to get our cities up and going, getting more powerful, more things. We could do production towards buildings, or we could end up rushing out our well, right now we still have let's just take the growth. For now. And then we'll just keep on. Do you belong to them? He does not belong to them. Okay, so we got it. So we're gonna have to be careful with our guy here. We do not want to lose the scouts. Okay. We'll save it for now. But we may want to befriend a couple more of these city states and stuff like that. So all right. So I really can't afford to lose the scout right now. Oh, that's where y'all are. Okay. Okay. All right. So at least we figured that out. How close are we? All right. So we're 9 turns away before they get friendly. Okay. All right. So we got our settler, and then we got basically woodcutters everywhere. So we're gonna go ahead and build that saw pits. Get our first district. So there we go. And I say we're okay. So I really want to get this over here. I do think it's important to get that combat strength from that iron. Just in case we got to defend, because it does look like we may have to defend ourselves from some barbarians kind of early on in this game. So we're just gonna go ahead and see. So like I said, we'll have our second city here pretty quick. Let's see. Honestly, I'm just gonna let this guy heal for a quick second. We'll just keep on shrugging along. I don't think they're gonna attack us. See, this wants us to settle here. I mean, it'll still be 3 tiles out. It's a flood risk. But like I said, it's not a It's not a tundras tile, but say yeah, we would have mountains adjacent, so we'll have some natural protection. There's camels out that way. We may just have to keep on. I don't need that right now. Of course, he wants to, do that with combat string, but we'll just kind of keep on. Africa. There we go. Hell yeah.
There is another world, but it is in this one.
We'll just keep that going. We met.
そなたが来ることは骨の占いによれば知っておった。
Coolness. I'm gonna go ahead and take the discipline because I think just getting that, well, I mean, getting the free army commander, or we could work on unique Greek ones where we can start working on our adjacencies. So, because we don't really have a wonder, at some point we do want to be able to get all these because, but maybe go ahead and get in the free army. Maybe go ahead and get in that free army commander. Just I just kind of want to already have the ability to protect myself, and we may have to fend off some guys. So we can go ahead and do that. We got our pantheon, and let's see. Couldn't get the city god or city patron goddess. Fertile rights would have been good too. But we could just play the science game and just get +1 science on quarters. We could do that with the altar. This won't play well because we don't really have a lot of clay pits and mines. But again, I mean, if we could just say militarily that if we have good science and that we are ahead of everybody, then this is a little bit of everything. So you're just getting a little bit of everything on the altar. This one's far reaching because as we build quarters, we can get more science on each quarter, and then that's going to scale with us a little bit. So I think we're just going to go. We are going to go God of Wisdom here. Just playing into Catherine's science game here. Ooh, okay, we got another goodie hut that we might be able to get to. Is our guy healing up over here? And never mind. Don't matter, because y'all done fucked them up anyway, assholes. Okay. Alright. Alright, so we found one of their civs. So we're kind of screwed here. Just a little bit. That's where they want us to settle. But it's within a 3 tile thing, so we're gonna go 3 out. So we'll be able to get. So we will be able to get settle on that. I really want that iron. Yeah. I should have did it on a rough tile, but that's okay. So at least we know we'll be able to grow into all that over there. Probably could have settled here and immediately grabbed all that. I almost want to just go back and just redo that. Where's my autosave? Yeah, let's go back. I know, I did. I know that's very looked down upon.
People gather together, debating music and politics, poetry and law, envisaging how to build a Greece that will last for ages. There is another one.
All right, mythicism. We kept that. We met each other. Cool. I chose a civic. We went discipline here. We went wisdom. Oh, we forgot all about that. Yeah, we'll just wait for these guys to get friendly. So we'll just go ahead and zip our ass back on over here. We got what? 6 turns left before. Okay. So yeah, we're just gonna go settle here. Damn. Okay. So they got these guys completely. This is completely unlocked. I didn't mean to do that, but that's okay. What a dick. There we go. Grow that. There we go. Now we got that. Got that iron in our thing. Sure. I may have to open borders her ass. I don't want to, but I kind of want to. I need to probably get this city-state befriended too. But I'm probably gonna lose my my guy here. But I'm just gonna wait a sec. Let's see what happens with my guy here. Probably need to go ahead and get ourselves a military unit or two out. I think this could be a good point. Or we can go and get our next settler. I think we might be good enough to go ahead and pop out another settler. I think the next claim to an area, like I said, horses. I think taking over some city up here is going to be pretty nice. Like I said, there's camels up that way. That's going to help us with resources and stuff. So we could either expand out here to get the production, or like I said, we can get cavalry unit to get combat strength, which I think will also be good. So let's go ahead and get our third city going here.
The spoken word conquers all thought.
All right. We can already. What's this? Is this our narrative? Are y'all gonna give us a? So we get production on the palace. Production, the gold. I think I'm going to just take the gold here because gold is really good. We got the narrative. I think I'm gonna wait till I pick my next science. So, all right, what we got here? Science. So we could go mastery. So we could start stealing some technology. We could build the Hanging Gardens as our next monument. Or we can just go for masonry so we can get a monument, get the pyramids. Let's see. Because being able to get to our archers also is going to be pretty good here. So a garden's not going to really help us because we don't really have any coastal. I mean, we do got river terrain. And we got 2 rivers where irrigation could be pretty helpful. But I think getting the culture and influence here is going to be the play. So we are going to go ahead and hit up that masonry. We're going to go ahead, hit up the science, knock off a couple of turns. And we are going to probably get fucked again here. Alright. These are military ones. We're just going to go ahead and befriend these city-states. Use the protection of the river. Yeah, we might have to just go ahead and... For as much as I want to go ahead and convert myself into a city and like try to hurry up and get myself to grow, we may have to just go ahead and spend some money on protection. And just get a hoplite. It's not going to be too much. It's not going to set us back too much. We got to protect ourselves. And if he wants to be bitch made, then he can. All right, where we want to go? I think here, grabbing, even though having the gold towards units is going to be pretty good, I think that we probably want to just keep on with the woodcutters and getting this production going. So we need production, big time. So all right, so they're friendly now, so we could pretty much go in that direction. And we're, like I said, we're probably just going to settle out this way, just as our 3rd spot. There you go. All right, so now, like I said, yeah, that'll be good. See if we can. All right. We will take that wine. Help us out with our celebration. Since we're being abused, we'll go ahead and get a hoplite and a slinger. So we'll get a slinger to help out our hoplite here. I'm just gonna let him heal up. Hold up, let me see. Where can I safely get this guy to? So we, like I said, we want to get to about like right there, but we're just gonna wait to move the settler because we got hostile guys here. Guess we can move this a little bit. All right. I'll send a hoplite too. Like I said, we probably need a couple military units to help us out here. Actually, I'm gonna have you stay put. Just play protection. We're gonna keep you there. Like I said, we should be getting our main man here soon. Another hoplite. Rush the lot. Well, do we want that? Alright, and then we want to put it next to a resource, which that's probably about as good as it's going to get. So we're going to take you, we're going to move you around, put you in a spot where we can get some more production, which there's, you know, take your pick. Let's go ahead and grow out here. Said the production's going to be nice. Now, this would be good because there is the mountains, and so, but like I said, I kind of want to immediately there's water. We would just have to settle him like here. Yeah. So fresh water on it, but we would be near that kind of stuff, be adjacent to a river and can kind of work from there and all that kind of stuff. So I think that's what we're gonna do. That's where our irrigation is gonna be handy in. So we're gonna take Mr. Whatever here, but we're gonna wait a second because we're about to get our free army commander, and then we can just take the army commander along with us.
Do nothing which is of no use.
Really? Of course he's gonna stay there. Fucking get hurt. Alright. So we could go code of laws here to get to our stuff, but I think going being able to trade probably would be a good thing to do here. Like rushing into that terracotta armor would be good, but I think going to get the code of laws, I think being able to trade as fast as we can is going to be pretty healthy. We are going to go up in here. Or if you can. Alright. And that's how we're going to approach this. Damn. Alright, we're just. Well, that was not good, was it?
He was the first to construct a wall, 80 miles in length, which was to separate the barbarians from the Romans.
Okay. Alright, so we are ready. Here, like I said, we got plenty of production here. Like I said, once we get the 600, we'll go ahead and convert this over to a city. But I think just having one of each here is gonna be good. So, okay. We definitely gonna go ahead and get the irrigation. The irrigation will help us out. It'll reach our settlement limit. Did we already befriend now? All right, so. Well. All right. Pop some units out of here in just a second. Narrative choices. Cool. Got a little culture out of that. So we're at number 30. We're like I said, we're at turn 30. Oh, okay. Gonna make you a city. Even better. Let's see. What we're gonna be making a lot of. Farm, woodcutter. So let's go ahead and build a saw pit. Looks like that's what we're gonna do, right? That's fine. Okay. Okay. So it looks like they're just gonna leave me alone. Okay. So that's the case. I said I was gonna settle. I mean, so they said I could just settle here. And like I said, we'll be able to get to the cotton. We'll get the wine immediately. We'll get horses. So I think I'm okay with that. See, we couldn't settle this anyway. There's too much stuff over here, so we would have to settle on that side for the whole thing anyway. So we couldn't even get these resources if our life wanted it. So let's go ahead and take this. Not the best idea of like what a good start would be, because I mean, there's probably, I mean, I assume this is all edge of map. And like I said, like I think where we're gonna go next is, for, like I said, I think my fourth city. I think I really want to try to get that. So, like I said, we're gonna get irrigation done. That's gonna give us another settlement limit, and then we're gonna go ahead and take that one out. So I kind of want to already be set for that. These guys should be friendly here very soon, so I don't have to really have to worry about like fucking with them. And we're gonna grow towards these horses. Fuck yeah, America. And yeah, no one's gonna fuck with us right now. So we're just gonna. It would have been nice to have those guys to try to stay healthy, but that's okay. Okay. So now we can probably continue to freaking march around this map and see what the hell's going on. Right? Because these guys are about to be all part of my thing here. So, ugh, that couldn't come any quicker. So, we'll see. I'm not worried about combat strength right now. But I think this is going to be a fantastic area to settle up here. I think by the time they come up in here and try to fight, we'll go ahead and package these guys up just in case. Let's see what they do. Like I said, we got, what, 2 more turns here? I'm not going to waste any stuff here. Alright. And this is in our main town. I do kind of want to go for the extra city here, but I think I'm going to go ahead and get that monument in real fast. I think that's what I want to do, because I don't know, because none of these things are pretty helpful. Right? And then we got 5 turns for irrigation, right? So, or I go ahead and hit the settler, and then we already are ready and can probably go up here and gain access to this area up here on the map. Or Jade, maybe. Well, I need those camels. Or if I settle like right here, I could probably get a lot of, I mean, it's marble. We got wonders that'll be able to go down here, because so we'll be able to build a lot of our wonders down here. So I think that might be the better play, where we can be able to grab that. We'll be able to grab the gypsum and the camels if we kind of settle out over here, kind of settle out and spread. So I think that's gonna be play. So let's go ahead and get that next settler. It'll line up with our settlement limit, and we're gonna get our homie over here. And let's see. We'll try to hopefully hope these guys don't try to come out here and whoop too much ass on us. We got 1 more turn before you guys are friendly. Have everybody heal right there. And I think we're good. All right, so now we can just kind of cruise out and everything should be peaceful. Apparently there's another city state that's way off that I can't see, but these guys are friendly now, so we kind of played it. Ooh, okay, so okay. Motherfucker. That came at a good time. That helped us figure out a lot here. Hold up, what's this? Okay, let's figure out city state bonus. So we get a free. So each time we scissor in something, we get a free civic. Or if we get a megalith. Or do we get the shrines of the gym and then yeah, we could just city state bonus everybody, get some civics, and then just kind of play the whole thing and power through. Honestly, I think that's good because then we could yeah, we're gonna take this one. We're gonna befriend these motherfuckers, and then yeah, we'll just play that game. And then if they get taken over, they get taken over, right? Okay. So let's go ahead and get the free civic here.
Nothing which is of no use.
Really? Y'all just give me some shit that I don't need. All right. Yeah, we got grab horses. It's gonna help us out with combats. So both of these are pretty good here. I think I'm just gonna take the influence here, cause I think that's gonna help us out. So that way that can make it a little bit more cheaper for us to be able to play the peace game here. But like I said, we're not. Like I said, my goal here is not really to fight really a whole bunch here in this situation. So, like I said, the first 50 turns video is almost done here. Army commander. Oh wow, there's a lot of good resources out this way. So now it kind of has me thinking a little bit. Do we take that? Did we take that settler? You know, this next settler that we got, and do we take it and let's see. We got gold. Yeah. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and try to befriend him. That'll be helpful here. Oh man, there's so much. So this is gonna be nice because we're gonna control a lot of resources around here. That, like I said, we get ahead of it. Like I said, we're not at that point yet, but we'll see. But I do want to build up a solid army.
The essence of all beings is the earth water, the water plants, plants man, and man speech.
Open markets. No, we're gonna still save all our stuff here. Cause what are we doing? So like I'm in 21, so I'm still not really like the king of science just yet. But I haven't built that library like I want. So now, no, we did build a library, right? So now we can keep on building up the city. Ooh, so getting Gate of All Nations would be pretty fucking good to get that war support. Don't need the brickyard. We don't really need the monument like as badly as we kind of hope for. The garden would be nice with the food. And we would just get plus science here. But this, like I said, if we get a wonder, and then that I honestly, not great steal, but getting Gate of All Nations would honestly probably be really good. Right? Because let's see where we at right now, right? So if we look at our, I always forget how you get to this. Um, it's all going pretty good. So we're almost there. So for the cultural victory, they wants to house that, you know. So here, they wants to research the second thing in writing. So that's where we are there. So we have codices. And like I said, these are the kind of things I think we're just gonna kind of look at. So I like to have this all kind of set, right? So I think that's always a good thing to have. We could go and go for writing too really fast, because then, like I said, that'll give us the extra science, and we'd be able to steal a technological advancement. So I do think I'm going to go ahead and grab that science, the production. I think, ugh, fuck. That Gate of All Nations would just be a very good one to rush to get that for the wonder. And I think that's what we're going to do. I think I can afford it, because we don't need the brickyard. Brickyard's not going to help us. We don't need the altar just yet. And we got our thing. So we're also trying to figure out where we want to build our next city. So they kind of recommend that. I did kind of think about this area out here on this part of the map, but I also just kind of just feel like the resources that could be gained, and this could just be a town, like more so than a city. So there's, you know, I don't know if there's really like a lot of food. There's not a lot of food yields over here. Um, but then, like I said, we could play it out over here and maybe build a city. Like I said, like I think being out here would be really good because look at, we got cotton. Like I said, more marble, horses, gold. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff here. We'd just be right there next to a motherfucking volcano. But I think we are just going to go ahead and hit up this Gate of All Nations because I just think that it's going to become very handy down the road when we have wars with these other nations. If we do have to fight for stuff, and then you know what I'm saying. I think that's gonna be good, and I think we can hold off on the plus. Some of these adjacencies and stuff like that. I think that's gonna be good. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. See if we can get to it. We probably will fuck it up, but that's okay. But we'll go ahead and move out this way. Probably not the best idea for how we want to expand. Because like I said, we could take over this. Because this will be very well protected in the mountains. This would be good out here. Oof. I don't know. Let's see what else we got. Decisions. Who would have ever thought this would be a tough decision? I do think just getting the camels is just too good. Like this early, being able to have the camels, we'd have some good control over here. Like I said, a lot of water. Um, but I guess once we get our city limit up, we could just do that. So let's. I think being able to just assign city resources is just going to be too good. So let's go ahead and just head that way. Like I said, we're just going to play diplomacy here. So I'm just gonna kind of tiptoe around here. The scout. Are these both my scouts? Oh, these are Xerxes scouts. I'm gonna just use the protection of the river. Oh wow, are these all okay? So there's even another city state beyond this. So we still got 12 turns before we even get to that. So I might just. And we're the only ones trying to go for it. Yeah. Again, think production, a little food, production, food. Probably go ahead and just kind of grow. Faster we can grow, then the better here. Get this city going. So we need you to grow too. So we need a granary, or do we need the garden? I mean, I guess they're both going to do the same thing. So this is going to be more based on like what your adjacencies are going to be. But I also kind of want to get the science. But you be able to get the like hitting up early science, be able to push that through. Like we don't really got like the adjacent resources on it like we want to. Like it could go right here into like the city hall. But or I can go into a granary because like I said, we're gonna build lots of farms, we're gonna build a lot of pastures and all that kind of shit. So that may be the better thing because we don't have the river resources really to I think capitalize on this. So we're just gonna go ahead, build our first district. Boom. Not gonna worry about you right now. Like I said, this is probably gonna be fucking stupid, but that's okay. I'd rather have control of it than not. And like I said, I think the ideal spot to capture it, it's probably going to be to have it here so we can have it around. We can grow into it and get those tiles. So, and it's going to be a flood zone, but I can already see the flood on this shit. Yeah, there's just a lot going on here. So we're just going to kind of hide off on that one. That motherfucker dead. And then here's our third city. Once again. Oh, we can get that wine. Get that happy. For the celebration and get the food and celebration, but got all that here. So we're just gonna take that. We're gonna let this grow. Continue to grow. Probably not the smartest city, but that's okay. Like I said, that gives us access to gypsum. We're gonna pop that so we can pop the camel. Now we got camels in our thing. And like I said, we got gypsum too. That way we can add more production to the other city. So now we got more production. Yeah, the capital, they'll get some production. Fuck yeah, America. Okay. So that's first 50 turns. And in the first 50 turns, we already got 4 cities like kicked in. we need a full army. We'll probably build another military unit here, and for that, you know, we'll construct the Wonder. Writing's almost gonna be done. So we're starting, like I said, the first 50. I kind of feel like we're in a good, solid path. There, like I said, we're not really pulling the most yields out of anybody. We got influence. I mean, the happiness and culture and stuff like that. I think once we start getting a lot of our adjacencies and start building out some of the super buildings and stuff like that, I think we'll be in good shape. But we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we're gonna try to keep on focusing on science. I don't think I really did the Catherine thing really well, but we'll see. We're gonna keep on getting yields, but like I said, well, we didn't really play as much into the tundra as we would hope, but we'll see. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and pop off here, and then we will do part 2 of this vid here in a bit.